for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
His man, it's Wall. Turning it on. Just plowing ahead. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the mark. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to punch it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got it behind the line. It's Meadows. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. start this drive firing. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That one comes out hot down the right side. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll try the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap on third down. Got a man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Lost a throw on first down. He makes the grab. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Webb. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Going right to work up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? That come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. If it's a passing situation, I drop back, I see it, I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Webb. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Penn State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dances away. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you can tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't...
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time. Being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to throw again. Keeps looking downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out with it, it's Webb. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Runs through a tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They run the reverse. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown tie.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Takes a hit as he fired.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open, makes the catch. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we could just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Set, ready. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pick off to stop the threat. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3. The 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a a turnover. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and he'll pretty much give back what they just gained. There it is, his 2nd TFL, and the foundation of defense at Alabama. Get the pressure up front.
No doubt. They're coming. They're going to stop the run. They're going to be physical. That's how they're built. And guess what? You know this. So you're kind of wasting plays when you try to run the football too much. I go after the secondary. I'm trying to make plays in the passing game because right now you're just banging your head up against the wall.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Makes the grab. It's Webb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. He wants to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. Now on the move. Brings into the open. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, you never complain.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Let's it fly. Trying to barrel in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. On the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there. Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy. What a special victory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Can the D... One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets enough. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. On first down, here comes this offense. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got him this time. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Caught in the backfield. It's quick. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Caught in the backfield. It's quick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll give it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hatchett. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
On the run, it's Hatchet. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing on the run. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Looking down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He's looking to pass. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. On the run, fires downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Hatchett. Inside the 35. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Offense getting set for first down. They want to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got the first down himself.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
This is a designed run. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Alabama pushing the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. TCU will send its offense back onto Like the last drive in the end zone, they'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
On the ready. Cooler. Ready, set.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways.
He's loose on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. On the run deep down the right side. It's caught. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Get the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's a heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hatchett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets it out of there for the 1st time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
He's going to run it. Plows through the defense. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on third down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was...
Touchdown time! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than...
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. This time he's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets rid of it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the pummeling has started.
TCU.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
That keeps the score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Shakes off the defender. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Working on the right.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now, you still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. There he goes! Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Motion from the back.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Wide open spaces. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Unleashes one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to throw it. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Got his man to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's fourth down.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They're dealing with a second and long. back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Good timing on the quick out. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown, Bama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Quarterback will keep it. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Sends it back in motion. The option look. He'll pitch it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option. The quarterback...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, TCU! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Southern. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Here we go.
Pulls and fires complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They're working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running free. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The RPO, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
221 wing, 221 wing.
They want to run this quarterback. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Running to Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the 33. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll run the option. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Music no.
And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Let's go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.